Greetings and welcome back to Let's Play with Weird Wizard, playing the Banner Saga. Let's just dive straight back in. The sun has stopped in the sky, apparently, and we have arrived here to collect the tithe from the local lords and got involved in all manner of shenanigans with them. And right now we are off to the docks to meet the royal party. Vognir! A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version trumping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. Gods, Ubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old. And if there is Vognir, there must be Harkon. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yokes? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorunde demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arbrang, in fact. I'm glad of it. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden Wolfhead emblazoned on red. The King of Men, or someone on his behalf. The King's whelp. The King's son, Ludin. You don't know Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim? I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances I'd drink a week, but... let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is that the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Mughur? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mughur. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young Prince of Men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. Okay. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Vognir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Aha! And now our options open up. So, we can head to Hakon, or we can head to the Mead Hall. Well, these youngsters... Let's just retire to the Mead Hall. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards... Oh, I've accidentally gone to meet the prince. You find a prince at the inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you're with Vognir. I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Vognir a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? Just introducing myself. You collect taxes for the Varl territories? A true pleasure. Yes. An awkwardness hangs in the air like a thick fog. You take the opportunity to depart. Quite right, too. I'm sure he's a lovely man. Alright, well, let's go... Oh, okay, so we can go to the Great Hall, but let's go and talk to Harkon. Why not? Whilst we're here. Scrivener! You find Harkon in a mead house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Faulknier's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the Governor's Hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds, collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me the trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha! Humans! I guess if I only lived as long as a fox fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying, Harkon. Harkon lets slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as if he is for cutting a way through Dredge at Vognir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. There you go. That's Harkon, or Hakon. Who knows? Who knows how any of these words should be pronounced? I'll just make it up as I go along, and hopefully that'll be fine. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. The Governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised. To your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric has anything to do with that. Plus 20 renown. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already here, and while later Luden and his men appear, groggy and dishevelled. Morgir steps forward. Vognir's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We are, apparently, ready. You follow Morgir and join the others. Usually the small door set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort, just frustrated, tired people. It summarises Strand well as a whole, you think. Let's head off into the frozen north. Oh, and there we go. That is our first banner march. Way into the mountains. Across the bridge. I do love all the little details in this game. Birds. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Morgir, cracking open mead casks, from our gracious friend, the Governor of Strand. Hours pass, with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. Drink a little, drink a lot. Toast to Vognir. Let's toast to Vognir. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between man and Varl. The others join in. Luden's expression is like a stone wall. The others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, you sit down beside Vognir. Let's drink merrily. It is not often you get a chance to relax on the road. The odds of something happening to the treasure cart is low, especially in this company, so you take advantage. You rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Morgir is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up! You nudge Vognir. You're needed. Ah, Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Vognir releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Ha! Only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. We head north, then east, past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Ludwin. Why not take the ships to Skrymir instead? What's the point of marching? Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skrymir. Skrymir. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Ludin exhales through his nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Vognir. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. Ludin's got a shorter wick than Harkon. Thanks, Vognir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Verdrafell, if we're lucky. Vedrafell. Camp. This is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by clicking the camp button on the travel HUD. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. Ooh. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. High morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Click Leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to go back to the road. I think we should just leave and get back on the road. Who needs to rest?
Vedrafell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
That sounds absolutely delightful. That's... Ooh, what is that? Peasant. By Hardberg! Hardraborg! That's a lot of Varl for some missing cowl! What? Couple of days back. Sent word to Strand about the cull. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? Wouldn't know. My boy's seen men up in the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Skulfings out here, maybe? Could they have Varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about the caravan as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. Hundreds of Varl? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple of hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up! Hear that? Where's Luden? It's faint. Sounds like fighting and something else. Hakon takes off at a run. I probably don't need to add the dramatic sound effects myself. Battle! 50% chance to hit. Let's do it. Deflect it. Oh, down goes. Down he goes. Oh, he's useless. Guard the prince. Big hit. Boom. Let's do that. Oh, down he goes. Green giant. This guy can kill in 2 hits. We don't need to overcharge him at the moment. Of course we can't. He's running away. Nice. And doing something. There he goes. Willpower +2. And a horn has appeared. A horn of mystery. Just kill him. This guy's back. But he should be an easy kill. Bam! Down he goes. Oh, down he goes, but this should be... Massive overkill with that final hit. I obviously didn't manage that very well. 6 renown. Excellent. You trying to get yourself killed, Luden? What are you doing? I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. Never seen Dredge before, boy. What kind of idiot? Break their armor first. Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Hakon goes to where Vognir lies face down. The future Varl king lies motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood. Oh. Wow. That's really not good. So Vognir is dead. Vognir is dead! Oh, Vognir is dead.